The Tar Heels will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kansas State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So North Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Right back to it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Might be looking to run. He'll try to do it himself. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Looking to the big tight end. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, North Carolina! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Kansas City, 0.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Gonna try to get it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Bring in the heat.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to pass, it's Knight. Using his feet to buy time. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets a block. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Keep it on the ground. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel, they had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and not his best work. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Knight. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
14, Kansas State, 0.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Got it.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Throws to the tight end. Big fella moving. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all. Touchdown, UNC! Great job by the back on the option. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Here's a heat. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense trying to take it back.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding one-yard drive in the history of football. To the air, it's Knight. Fires into the end zone. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nevada's offense is on the field for the first time today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Hampton. Makes the grab, it's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The hand to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got it.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10.
Spire.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man, it's Hampton. The short hands, it's Wiggins. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play.
Carolina 7, Nevada 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Wiggins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this in.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to go out, be physical.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Hampton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Nevada will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That's reeled in. It's Pittman. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. That's a live ball, and the defense has it.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, North Carolina 14, Nevada 0.
Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter.
Set to kick off.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Gonna take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a push.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
21, Nevada, 0.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world, but it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there in a hurry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Hampton. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Finds the tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Nevada trying to convert the fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game. Oh.
Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Hampton. Oh, they're after him! And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these lines.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Number 95, on to kick it away.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.